everyone, welcome to my bathroom. Today I'm going to be taking you through my nighttime skincare routine. I'm gonna go to bed and then when I wake up I'll show you my daytime skincare routine. I feel like my skincare routine has been pretty highly requested ever since I started posting here on YouTube, so I feel like it's time for me to share. Before I start, I just wanted to explain my skin type and the skin struggles that I have, just so you guys have all the context before I show you guys my routine. So I have combination skin. Clearly, I get quite shiny in my T-zone and like this front part of my cheeks, my chin, and then the rest of my face I would say is pretty normal. It's not super dry and also not super oily. It's just kind of in between, in the middle, but my skin does change depending on weather still. So in the summer, I definitely get more shiny and more oily. And then in the winter months, I definitely have to pack on more moisture to kind of balance out my skin tone and just really keep the hydration in when it's a little bit drier. So right now we are in the middle of summer, so I want to show you my summer skincare routine. So the first thing I do is put my hair out of the way, because I cannot do my skincare when my hair is in my face. So I'm gonna clip it up and then I use a little headband just so I can keep the little baby hairs away from my face. Okay, I hope this angle is a little bit better. Anyway, the first thing I do is use this, which is the Heroin Make Speedy Mascara Remover. I always wear a tubing or super waterproof mascara. So if I'm wearing a tubing mascara, I usually won't use this remover just because, you know, it's gonna come off with warm water anyway. But if I'm wearing a super waterproof mascara, I'll use this remover just so it can start marinating with some oil. And what that does is it just softens the mascara on your lashes without you having to really tug and rub at your eyes. And while that's marinating, I will use my makeup cleanser. This is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Cleansing Oil. I didn't even know they had a scented version, but I use the unscented. And then with a dry face and dry hands, I will just massage this into my skin. And since I already have the mascara remover, I won't really go over my eyes just yet. I'll just let it do its thing while I remove the makeup off of the rest of my face. And then now I'll just go in and kind of wipe around my eyes, just really massage the product in. By now, your mascara will have softened, so it'll come off super easy. And then now I will take a little bit of water, keep massaging this into my skin, and then I'll rinse everything off. So you really have to emulsify this formula to really take advantage of the makeup removing properties. Now that everything's rinsed away, I'm going to use my gel cleanser for a double cleanse. This is the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser for normal to oily skin. Sorry, the water's like dripping down my neck. But yeah, I'll just use one whole pump of this, and then I'll just massage this into my skin, which is still wet, and that'll just really allow the cleanser to lather up and foam, and then I will rinse this off. Now I'll use a clean face towel and pat dry my entire face. This one that I'm using is from Taobao. I just buy them in bulk because they're very inexpensive, and I will usually keep this because all it did was just dry my face. I will literally keep this in a pile and I will use this as almost like a microfiber cloth and just clean with it. So don't just, you know, throw these away after one use because they're honestly still clean. So now that my face is nice and clean, I will go in with my toner. I'm currently using the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. You can see I use like a solid 1/6 of it. I have been loving it. I used to use this a lot in college. Now I'm back using it. It's quite a stinky toner. I honestly forgot how stinky it is just because of the yeast that's in it. It's like a fermented yeast. It's supposed to brighten up your skin. There's also like a gentle exfoliation. Before I opened up this bottle, I finished the Anua Rice Milky Toner. I've used up 2 big, you know, bottles of that one. That one's a really good toner, especially for the winter because it's more of like a milky texture, so it's a little bit more moisturizing. I also really like this, the Cetaphil Soothing Comforting Cica Toner. I've already finished an entire bottle of this as well. Yep, this is an entire empty one. I literally have all my empties over here in the corner that I need to film for you guys, but I also really like this toner. I feel like it's very lightweight. And it's great for when my skin is feeling a little bit irritated and inflamed. Once that is all dry, I like to use the Anua Rice 7 Ceramide Hydrating Barrier Serum. This has a really fun texture. I'll just use 2 pumps of it. It's a very hydrating serum. That's so fun. I'll literally apply this all over my entire face, and my skin will just drink this up. Don't forget about the neck. I'll just let this sink in. I like to let my skincare dry in between the steps. It was just something that my esthetician once told me, so I've always just listened. The next thing I'll apply is adapalene gel. You can get this over the counter or you can get it from a dermatologist. This really helps with my breakouts. So I used to have pretty problematic breakout prone skin. It was to the point where I started using tretinoin, but I just felt like after a while the tretinoin really wasn't necessary to keep my breakouts at bay. So I just switched to adapalene and this has just continued to help my skin. I feel like my skin is still not as clear as it once was when I was on tretinoin, but I feel like this is maybe a little bit more gentle for my skin. Just because my skin was always feeling really dry with the tretinoin, I avoid my mouth area, my nostrils, and also around my eyes. My nostrils because sometimes if I put adapalene there, it'll start flaking throughout the day and it's, you know, not flattering. And then around the mouth and my eyes, it's just a little bit more sensitive there, so I just don't need adapalene there. And then my first moisturizer that I'll use is this Oten Calming Gel Cream from Purito. This is probably like my 5th or 6th tube of it. I'm honestly pretty much out. I love how jelly-like and lightweight this cream is. It's also not too lightweight where you feel like you didn't apply anything on. This really does help to moisturize the skin while staying super lightweight. So this is actually perfect for the summer months. If I want some extra moisturization, I will use this Ilyun Ceramide Atto Concentrate Cream. Usually I'll just apply this around my eyes, just kind of like an occlusive layer just to help hydrate my eyes and give it a little boost of extra moisture. I'll just dot this under my eyes. This isn't too thick, like this doesn't give me milia, which is nice, but it just makes my under eyes and my eyelids feel nice and soft and silky. And that'll be it for moisturizer. If I'm breaking out like I am right now, I'll use this April Skin Keratin IPMP Clearing Solution. This has BHA, PHA, zinc, and niacinamide in it, so it's really great for treating breakouts and also brightening any post-inflammatory pigmentation, or PIP. So I'll just dot it on any little areas where I need the extra help. And this is my nighttime skincare routine. I'm gonna go to bed and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. So it's the next day. I am now going to do my morning skincare routine. I just brushed my teeth and now I'm just gonna put my hair out of the way again with my headband. And the first thing I'll do is wash my face again. So this is the CeraVe cleanser, the same one. And then I will wash my face. And then I'll pat my face dry again with one of these facial towelettes. And then my routine kind of just stays the same. It's the same SK2 toner. You guys will see when I do my empties video that I'm pretty loyal to my products. So all of these products I've used up multiple bottles of. The Anoa serum. I just find that if it works, why change it? I mean, only if you feel like the current one that you're using in your routine is really not doing enough for your skin, then maybe you can try something new and switch it up. But because I have such sensitive, like acne prone skin, I'm usually kind of scared to try new things. And then after the hydrating serum, I'll just use my gel moisturizer again. And then last but not least, sunscreen. This one you can see I'm like pretty much all done with. I'm just gonna try to get as much out of it as I can before I have to retire this. Yeah, I think this is my last few pumps. Lots of sunscreen. And now this is going in my empties pile, which is growing so fast. I'm always super generous with my sunscreen because sun protection is just that important. Don't forget your eyelids, your ears, and your neck. If I wear a lower top, I also like to put it on my chest. And this is my morning skincare routine. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my evening and morning routines back to back. I know the products are pretty much the same, just with like sunscreen and adapalene just here and there. Yeah. It just goes to show that this is really my routine that I am sticking to and I have been loving for years now, honestly, at this point. So let me know if you have any questions about any of the products and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!